Hello, and welcome back to the Arcana. I'm actually gonna try something new. I'm actually not gonna recap like before. So if you want to know what happened last episode, go and watch my previous video. I will link it there. This episode is gonna be very long. This episode is the last chapter in the prologue before we go on to actually do the roots of the characters. So we're gonna waste no time. We're gonna go straight to chapter 5, the Hierophant. It's the morning of the Masquerade announcement. I need to be back in the square for it at noon, but for now, I'm checking in on the shop. Why didn't you check in on the shop before you went out to see Julian and all that? You know that people like to break in. I'll want supplies for my investigation. Regents, herbs, one of Asra's magic books. Hopping up the steps, I press my palm to the door and release the sealing spell. I spot a small leather pouch resting on the stoop. Someone left this for me. Picking the knot, I open the pouch. Inside is a magic mixture. Myrrh is strongest, but there are other herbs. A mixture for protection.
Whoever you are, thank you.
I cast a glance to either side of the street, but there's no one nearby. I fetch my keys and turn the locks. Just as I lean on the door, it swings open, and I nearly collapse into the last person I expected to see. I swear to God, if it's Julian again.
Don't tell me it's normal. It's normal.
Dr. Dvorak, hello, sir.
Get the fuck off my porch! Get your ass off this motherfucking porch, bitch!
The sight of him freezes me in my tracks, the pouch dropping from my nerveless fingers. I struggle to speak, but he beats me to it. Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy me beating you up. This is the third time I have had to deal with you. The first time, you literally broke in. The second time, I was looking for you, but you came to me. So, that means I had to deal with you anyways. Maybe not so surprising. I was in the neighborhood. Yeah, you're in the neighborhood. I can see that. Not only are you in the neighborhood, you are in my house. Or you just were in my house. You're in the front now. You are outside.
Catch me outside, how about that?
And you look splendid. Marvelous. I'll stop wringing my hands. Don't even get me started on what you look like. You think you're so emo? You think you're so edgy and emo? Because you have your little eye patch in your SCP cosplay? You think you're so cool because you're wanted in the city? Why haven't you left yet? Oh, I know. It's because you're a show-off to your little friends at the tavern. Why are you even in here? Asra is not here. He is dead. He left me for dead. I am not afraid of you. No one is afraid of you. The reason why people let you go off scot-free is because they pity you. For a moment, I think about calling for the guards, but I hesitate. What guards, Orpheus? This is the second time he's been in my shop. Will the guards think I've been harboring him? I fix him with a narrow gaze. I know what he is after. He's trying to find Asra. He doesn't understand that Asra is not here. But, like, how does he get in? Because we lock our door with, like, spells or whatever. How do you keep getting in? I know we're locked up after the first time. So you've either broken in or I've got a key. With a click of his tongue and a ragged sigh, the doctor pulls a little key from his coat pocket. Here. If it makes any difference, you can take it. I won't be using it again. That's a promise.
Are you sure about that?
He waits patiently as I take the key and compare it to my others. It lines up with my key to the back room. Who gave this to you? Asra! You thought... Vil. I already know who did it. You don't have to, like, malfunction. Let's just say I needed to make a couple house calls. After ours.
Hey, yo!
This is definitely disgusting!
My eyebrows shoot upward. House calls to the shop? Was Asra ever that ill?
Mental institution. Crazy. Bitch needs straight jacket.
If he had been, would he have told me? No, he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a mouse and he's a little rat. I frown, pocketing the key and giving the doctor a wary look. Oh, I hope you don't think I'm a thief. I'm a lot of things, but not that. Yeah, you're definitely not a thief. You're a robber. But you wouldn't take my word for it, would you? To my surprise, the doctor shucks off his overcoat and starts to unbutton his waistcoat. He throws it open with a flutter, arms outstretched, palm up in submission. I do not like this. Search me. If you find anything of yours, I'll show myself to the— Whoa, 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 whoa.
I am disgusted.
Take my arm, little boy!
Touch me and I sue you for sexual harassment.
That's not no little shit! Better watch his day!
I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do with you. Why? Why can't you just show yourself to the stocks without me searching you, huh? Even better, why don't you go tie a rope around your neck, get on a chair and kick it off? Go ahead. Search until you're satisfied. I'm satisfied enough, thank you very much. The only time anyone will ever search you is during your autopsy. He lowers his eye, presenting himself for inspection. The sight makes me grow hot at the ears, embarrassed. Why is that an option? Why is that even an option? No. This is like the only time I'm grateful for Nyx Hydra to not allow me to like record paid choices. Thank you. Why would I even want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that? Who would pay for that, Nyx Hydra? Why would anyone want to do that? List one person that would ever want to do that. Everyone who is watching this video right now, comment down below if you would pay for that choice. I'll pass. Oh? You sure? Well, alright. Your stands. Besides, I won't find what I'm looking for here. I know that much now. You better leave and never ever come back, or I will actually call the guards, and I will have you arrested and beheaded. The doctor makes quick work of his buttons, retrieves his overcoat, and swings it over his shoulders again. Vil, I'm sure you have things to do, so I'll just be getting out of your way. Never get in my way ever again. He takes a wide step, contorting his long form around me to pass. You are lucky I am letting you free this time. His broad grin takes only a second to fade, before shock takes over his features. I look carefully over my shoulder. You were here the whole time? Why didn't you do anything? Hi, Portia. Please, snitch. Portia, she must have come to find me, but she pays me no attention at all. All of her focus, the suspended disbelief in her wide eyes, is on the man beside me. When she speaks, the word that escapes her sounds different, an unused voice from the depths of her heart. Ilya! Portia stumbles, then runs to the steps. I back into the wall as she throws herself at the doctor. Ilya, is it really you? Her shaking hands come to either side of his face. His eye starts to shine. It's me. What are you, Golden Freddy? You bastard! What are you doing here? Out in the open? You're trying to get yourself killed. I knew you were covering. You were like, last episode you were like, I'm not sure if he was the one who did it. There might be other suspects. No, you were just covering for him. This is utterly ridiculous. You're the one harboring him. He's supposed to be hiding and stuff. Who knows where you're hiding him? He may be in the palace as I'm eating dinner with Nadia. He may even be the one watching us behind the painting. Everything makes sense now. Portia is hiding Julian in one of those secret passageways. And of course, like the little daredevil he is, he sneaks out. Show off to his little tavern friends and looking for Asra for some reason. Her fingers curl, tugging at his ears and drawing a shameful wince. You've grown up strong, Basha. They even have undercover names for each other. They're Russian spies. I knew it. I'm sorry I wasn't there to see it. Oh, I'll show you sorry. You are believable. Obvious. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna kill me? She releases Julian's ears and seizes his collar, tugging him off the stoop. I'll catch up with you later. When I catch you, I'm gonna send my guards after you. I'm going to tell Nadia exactly what you have been doing behind her back, and mine.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Old as you is.
I am going to have a lot of fun watching you die. Without further ado, Portia hauls the floundering doctor down a nearby alley, leaving me to ponder. Didn't they seem like family? I knew they were siblings all along. Do you know how I can tell? Because they're both gingers.
Hurry the fuck up.
I enter my shop and head straight for the... Shut up. I enter my shop and head straight for the back room. I linger over Asra's possessions, his clothing and magical relics, comforted by his smoky scent. But I can't stay long. I'm expected in the square. I collect the magical components I need, but the book is nowhere to be found. It's one of Asra's. Did he take it with him when he left? He probably did because he knew you were going to need it, so he took it on purpose. Because he hates you. Before I know it, the sun is high in the sky. A distant clock tolls the hour, shocking me to my feet. The announcement, biting my lip in vexation, I abandon my search and close up shop, headed for the city square. The square is densely packed, smaller folks and latecomers circling the perimeter for a better view. A pleasant smell I can't place is wafting from nearby. Hey, yay! This is an announcement from Countess Nadia. On the anniversary of the passing of your beloved Count Lucio, the Countess will open the palace gates. That's right, folks. All are invited not to mourn, but to celebrate the spirit of the dearly departed Count. A ripple of loud excitement passes through the crowd. At its edge, I follow the familiar scent. Myrrh. The leather pouch, dropped on my shop's doorstep, comes to mind. And you didn't take it? And then I come upon a figure, hulking in size.
Damn! What? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wow. Ooh. Oh.
Mommy?
Do I know mommy?
Sorry, mommy?
Their eyes are shadowed, under a hood and a heavy brow. Though the excitement in the square is growing, the figure looks more like a harbinger of despair. It'll be a masquerade like no other before! Spread the word! Tell your friends! You won't want to miss this! As the crowd erupts, the massive stranger moves down a side street, escaping with a scent of myrrh. Bye, I guess. The stranger's lumbering pace is easy to match. I catch up halfway down the street. I guess I'm following him. Hey, where are you going? They turn slowly, as if they dread the sight of me. I dread the sight of you, so the feeling's mutual. Blindly to the slaughter, just like the rest of you.
What? What? The lore! The lore, guys! The lore! The lore! Ring the lore alarms! The lore!
I just finished watching Security Breach. I do not need any more lore, please. What do you mean? Please, speak plainly. Speak plainly. Speak English. This is America. It doesn't matter what I say. My words won't last. They never do.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that?
Okay, whatever you say, emo. The stranger shuffles away, chains rattling. My thoughts race. If they left the protection spell at the shop. Can you shut up? Did Asra send them? Why is everyone associated with Asra? Literally every single person I run up to, they're all about Asra. And I go to a next person and they're all about Julian. Why can't I just be left alone in peace and do what I need to do and get the hell out of here? Why would I follow him? I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be at the Masquerade with Portia. With a suffering look, the stranger disappears into the misty shadows of the afternoon alley. I head back toward the servant's wagon, where Portia is tossing flower petals and rice onto the dancing city folk. Portia, what the hell are you doing? Why are you throwing shit at people? Orpheus, There you are! Would you look at this crowd? No incidents back at the shop, I hope. Nothing out of the ordinary. Her smile has a shade of desperation as she bats her eyes pleadingly. I open my mouth to answer, but we're jostled as the wagon lurches to life. Wild laughter follows us down streets, ringing with news of the masquerade. What laughter? What people? Would you look at this crowd? There's like 2 people and 2 pigeons. Orpheus? It takes me a moment to register Portia's voice. You're going to be meeting with the courtiers when we reach the palace. Want to know who they are first?
No! I don't want that.
Oh, yes, that would be really helpful. Well, there's Procurator Volta, Praetor Vlastimil, Pontifex Fagora, Quaestor Valdemar, and Courser Valerius. Stop speaking in Harry Potter spells. Portia ticks their names off rapidly on her fingers. I must look hopelessly lost, because she gives my shoulder a reassuring pat. Really, Valerius is the most important. Valerius can go die. My lady minds him more than the rest. The others are a bit eccentric, but I'm sure they'll be kind to you. When we return to the palace, Portia escorts me to a wing that smells strongly of half a dozen perfumes. I know we've reached the parlor door by the music and cackling laughter inside. Go on, Orpheus. These people can't wait to meet you. Her words ground me. People. That's all they are. People. I hate people so much. I'm emo. I'm gonna turn into Onision and write a book about how much I hate people and how much of an incel I am. The room is hazy, swimming with elegant plumes of smoke. Softly lit figures lay about on pillowy couches. The Countess sits behind a gleaming pipe organ, paying no mind to the idle chit-chat around her. I just noticed that she looks like a bird. I don't know if that has any specific... I don't know if that's supposed to have any meaning to it. Because, like, the way her face is shaped, and then, like, the hair at the sides drooping down, and then her nose especially, she looks like an owl. But she looks up when I enter, her elegant fingers striking a victorious chord. Welcome, Orpheus. She turns the pages of her music, nodding to me with an encouraging smile. Portia, please introduce our honored guest. Announcing Orpheus, friend of the palace and apprentice to Asra, the magician. I try to put faces to the list of names as the courtiers rise from their comfortable seats.
Why do you look like that?
So apparently this is Volta, Procurator Volta. I think she has like a very squeaky-ish voice. I can't do it, but I'm gonna try. Orpheus, you're so cute. Why are you calling me cute? Don't even start. Oh my god. Why does everyone look so emo? They all have their faces plastered with white. They all look goth. I think he has like a shaky old man voice. Like he sounds like he's choking on something every time he speaks. What a delightful surprise. We were all just talking about you. Ew. I do not like these people. These people plan to assassinate Nadia. I can already tell. They want her dead. She has like a very raspy-ish voice.
Sit! No, not with them. With me, Orpheus.
That's what she sounds like. I'm not gonna sit with you. You probably have lice. Stop it, Anthony. You look like you have 20 different infections, each for the letters of the alphabet. The welcoming gestures take me by surprise. I hadn't expected such enthusiasm. Eager, manicured hands draw me down onto the couches and into the fold of conversation. The Countess watches from where she plays the pipe organ, drawing contemplative tones. Tell me, Orpheus, how was the announcement received? Everyone hated it. They hated it so much that they're calling for your head like they were chasing Marie Antoinette in the Bastille. One can only imagine. Even we, the favorites of the Countess, had no idea. How do you not know what is going on in your own damn kingdom? Something's definitely up. Why do they all have those weird, like, red scarab things on them? I don't trust them. They want to kill her. I know for a fact. They want to kill Nadia and take over the throne.
Such a beautiful surprise! What joyous Countess of Masquerade! And we don't even have to do the work.
Lazy bums. How lucky Orpheus would have to be to get a word in with you all goodness. Oh, my word. Word. How lucky he already is to be taken in by the Countess, an unknown apprentice. Nadia arches an eyebrow at Vlastimil, but says nothing.
Risky, so very unlike our thoughtful and meticulous countess.
Why are they, like, insulting her? I flinch. Voldemort. Oh my god. I flinch. Voldemar's voice is soft and chilly, with none of the enthusiasm of the others. Hi. Hello, sir. Hi. How are you? Bro, why does he hold the wine cup like that? You look so fruity.
Oh dear, that's not good. I feel the need to say the F word now.
Valerius sounds like Snape. I can't do a Snape voice, but... Perhaps the Countess might... Perhaps the Countess might inform her adoring court. I don't sound like Snape, I sound like Stitch. How exactly she found herself at the witch's door that night. Consul Valerius rounds the couch, looking down his nose at me. He spreads his arms, turning to address the entire room. Or perhaps the witch might tell us himself. Perhaps don't call me that. Volta, Vlastimil, and Volgora round on Valerius, their mouths agape in angry gasps. Witch. Hold up, I just noticed. You know how the other characters all had, like, scarabs on their outfit? This dude has the goat monster. I don't trust him. He's working for that goat monster. He's probably possessed by him, or he's like some sort of adversary, like he communicates to him. Valerius and the rest of these consul procurator people, they're all bad. They are all bad. Yeah, something's definitely up with these people here. Like, the way they look, the way they're acting right now, and the fact that they have, like, little to no knowledge of what's going on in the outside world, I do not trust that. Of course, I misspoke. You are but an apprentice. And you, sir, are just a twink. Do not make me send Millie after you. She's busy taking care of another person. But you'll be next. Do not try me, okay? You're cute, okay? So I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide for now.
I might have to let it slide!
But if you say something one more time, I'm gonna roast you. I'm gonna roast you so hard that you're gonna burn. Just like Lucio did. The consul narrows his eyes at me, even as the Countess's sonorous voice rises over the whispers. If you all wanted so badly to know how that night transpired, you might have simply asked. My headaches had grown worse, and I was having some trouble sleeping.
Countess!
What the hell is even that?
They're all, like, interrupting her. They clearly have no respect. They clearly have no respect for her. And Nadia's letting them just walk all over her like a doormat. Yes, Procurator. On that night I woke haunted by the spectre of a dream. No escape for my mind. Indeed, I was seeking anyone who may be of help to me. It was I who was lucky to come across the one I needed so soon. A benevolent universe brought us together. Did it not, Orpheus? No, it did not. If the universe brought us together, it is not benevolent. It is malevolent. It is maleficent. Her glimmering red gaze falls fondly on me, and the courtiers shift, studying me with new intensity. The moment is broken by an airy sigh as Consul Valerius peers at me through his wineglass. A benevolent universe. With respect, Countess, your mind may have been occupied of late. You must remember that we, your adoring court, are ever at your side. He throws his arms wide with a flourish, spilling the contents of his wineglass. The wine splashes across the front of my garments. I'm sick and tired of it. The day hasn't even started yet. And I've already had to fight, like, 3 people. I had to fight Julian, I had to fight Portia, and now you. I'm sick and tired of this. And since you probably are the leader of this dog pack of consuls or whatever you're called, I'm probably going to have to take all of you at once. And maybe even the Empress too. The Countess, whatever. I hate every single person in this entire game. A collective gasp sweeps through the room as a livid liquid seeps into my skin and clothes. The Countess rises from the organ, her expression. Ha ha ha! Get him! Okay, maybe you're not so bad after all. Maybe you're not so bad after all, but everyone else is bad. Maybe you're good. You're good, Nadia. You're good. You're good. You're good, Nadia. You're good. How clumsy of me.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? How are you not in fucking school?
How clumsy of you. This is the last straw. I gave you a chance and you immediately break it like 5 minutes later. Why are you dressed like that? Looking like a Disney princess when you're really not. No one can fix that. No one can fix your hair. And your face. Why are your cheekbones like so strong? Like, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do with a goat monster to make your cheek and jawbone so strong, huh? Let it go! Let it go! Braiding your hair like Elsa. You're really not her. You even bleached your hair. Your hair is naturally black, but you dipped your hair in whatever substance to turn your hair blonde. It did not work out well. Looking like Narcissa Malfoy. You remind me of a Malfoy. Spoiled. Rich. Why are you holding the wine cup like that? I still can't get over how you're holding that wine glass. Why are you holding it like that? That is a nightmare. That's the worst thing. You look like you put milk before cereal. You look like you bite the Kit Kat instead of breaking it first. No, scratch that. You look like you bite in general. You look like you have rabies. Rats in your hair. 7-foot frame. Rats feasting right now in your hair. That's probably why half of it's black, half of it's white. Don't get me started on how you dress. Dressing like a shower curtain. Do not act like you're better than me with those Just Do It Nike eyebrows. Surely you know some hocus or pocus to remedy this dilemma. You should know it, Narcissa Malfoy. Enough, Valerius. You have exhausted my patience for tonight. Get him, Nadia. Get him, Nadia. I think I like you. I think I like you now. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. All of you out. I am so sorry for whatever bad thing I said to you. All of that is null. All of it is void, Nadia. Tiptoeing around my splattered form, the courtiers file sheepishly out the door.
Quick! Get out! Get out of here!
I remain with the Countess, her hand resting lightly on my shoulder. I am sorry, Orpheus. No, I'm sorry. I was so mean to you for like the entire gameplay. This entire gameplay so far, I've been nothing but mean to you. You know what? Maybe your jewelry is real. Maybe your jewelry is not fake. You must rid you of these ruined clothes. Of course. Such pettiness. But I've taken enough liberties with your wardrobe. So please, do not hesitate. Tell me what you would like. And Orpheus, spare no expense. Portia stands at the ready as the Countess folds her hands, awaiting my request. It seems as if Nadia wants me to ask for riches. Does she, like, showering people in gifts? I think the reason why that the consoles and stuff, the reason why they're like this is because Nadia is too nice. She's like way too nice. And that does not work well when she has the reputation of, I guess, like when I first saw her, I thought of her as like some kind of tyrant. She's like this powerful empress that can like send anyone to death for doing the smallest thing. And I'm pretty sure that's how everyone else thinks of her. She literally sends people to death by hanging from the gallows, okay? The consuls were really, really mean to her because they were interrupting her. They were insulting their guests. They were not mindful of themselves. They didn't even have manners. Like, Valerius couldn't even hold the wine glass correctly. I truly do think that they have been given way too much power if every single little thing, including the Masquerade, has to be talked with an entire council of people, that you let them walk over you like an entire doormat. I truly think that Nadia is treating them like a white mom treats her kid. Like, just wait till your dad gets home. I'm gonna ground you. You're grounded. That's how she probably treats the consuls, and that's why they're all treating her like utter crap. I can't get Gucci.
But I don't feel anything.
What I wear is obviously 10 times better. I don't want to dress like a shower curtain. No, thank you. I don't need anything special. I thought you might say that. As humble as ever. Very well. Your comfort here is of great importance to me. Portia will escort you to your chambers. You will be bathed, and your own garments returned. Though, Orpheus, you are my guest of honor. You could be more selfish if you like. Selfish? The cooing tones of the organ echo down the hall as Portia leads me back to the guest wing. When I've bathed and returned to my room, a parcel is waiting for me by the window. There is a tightly spiraled note on top, addressed to me from the Countess. A gift for my dear guest. This emerald which seemed to call your name. Wear it in good health. And Orpheus, you may call me Nadia. Well, I've been calling you Nadia this whole time, so... The chain slips through my fingers as I hold the jewel, and in a gradual wave, I start to recognize its energy. Of course Nadia sent me something, even though I denied it. Thank you, though. Thank you, I guess. Am I mistaken? No. I know the feeling too well. It is Asra's magic. Now the people Oh my god. Asra! Asra's everywhere! I cannot escape him! Literally every single person has something to do with Asra. I'm sick and tired of it. Portia's like the only one that has nothing to do with Asra, besides being Julian's sister, and Julian's looking for Asra and all that. But literally everyone else has something to do with him, I swear. Why can't Asra just go away? It is Asra's magic, radiating from the gem in gentle, soothing ripples. I was able to track Julian earlier. Could I somehow find Asra with this? I swear, if we somehow, find him or see him or something, I'm gonna cry. Just the thought makes my heart swell with almost painful hope. Why do you want to see him so badly? I lie in wait until the halls are quiet, midnight, perhaps, before I steal out of my room. Oh, I thought you didn't want to sneak out when Portia gave you the chance, but now you're sneaking out. Okay, I see. With the emerald hanging from my neck, I'm enveloped in a dreamy calm. The thought of hearing Asra's voice again. Is the thought of hearing Asra's voice again gonna make you cream, Orpheus? I wander through the empty halls and out onto the veranda. Below, I see the gardens, shady and lush. From up high, I can see that the middle forms a maze of greenery. I bet at one point we're gonna be trapped in there and we're gonna have to get out and escape. Silently, I descend to the garden path, shrouded in a warm breeze. Top 10 nicest musicians ever. Well, I'm not a nice one, so... The musical sound of falling water grows louder and louder. I reach a fountain. Around it is a wide gazing pool, and overhead is a rich old willow tree, hanging from the tree.
Are you coming to the tree? I strung up a man.
Faust! Asra, if you are here, I need to have a word with you, okay? I need to have a word with you. She flicks her tongue, hovering over the gazing pool.
Didn't you go with Asra? What are you doing here?
Her weight drops eagerly onto my shoulders, sleek body giving me a friendly squeeze. Was she waiting for me? Did she know I was looking for Asra? She's a snake. What do you think? I take a seat on the edge of the pool and lean over to peer into the reflective water below. Faust takes immediate interest in the emerald, tongue flicking after it as I lift the pendant from my neck. I close my eyes, take a deep, even breath, holding the jewel over the water, and drop it. Light catches every glimmering, green face as it sinks to the bottom of the pool. What? The water starts to change, colors blooming, shapes unfolding. Oh, so this fountain's like a magical fountain. The longer I concentrate on the shapes in the water, the more they change. Before I know it, my reflection is fading away, and in its place, I swear to God...
Oh, wow! Wow!
Tigilan mo na ako, ah!
Hindi mo talaga ako titigilan mo ng gapa? Teka, lumana mo sa buhay ko! Kailangan mo na nito, ha? Sinabi ng tigilan mo na ako! Kailangan mo! Kailangan mo! Kailangan mo na! Nangyaka ka! Yan pa tayo huli!
Hi there. I see Asra drawing water to his face and drinking deeply. So if we drop this magic emerald in like a body of water, can we like spy on people and see what they're doing? That's actually pretty cool. That would actually be pretty cool. Each drop that trickles from his hand sends ripples through his image as it strikes the surface. I'm so shocked to see him that I can only gape silently, afraid that any sound will break the spell. Then he shakes out his hair, blinks the water from his eyes, and looks straight at me. Don't you look at me! Don't look at me. Even though I'm spying on you for some reason, like a creep, do not look at me. Orpheus? How could you see me? How can you see me? How can you see me? How can you see me? The hell? Is this like Zoom call before Zoom or like video existed? Is this how like they did it? They just dropped emeralds in water and then they just like called each other like, sup? Can you hear me? I nod, barely able to believe it myself. If this is no spell of his, then how did I? It's the emerald, smarty. Asra looks as surprised as I am. He leans forward, close enough that I can see droplets in his eyelashes. Back away! Incredible. He laughs. I see now that he is sitting cross-legged, probably beside a pond. Okay, so now I have the opportunity to ask him questions. I can ask him questions now, I think. His mount, the strange beast from before, is lying beside him, resting its weighty head on his knee. Ah, and Foster's with you. Looks like she found you alright. I wasn't all that sure about leaving her, but after that reading you gave me, I thought I'd trust my intuition. Tall palms sway behind him against a glittering sea of stars. His hair catches starlight in every whirl. You went to LA? Thank you for telling me where you are. Faust dips her tail into the water, sending tiny ripples across the image. Faust, you're looking lively.
You look like a snake!
Being around Arcana does that to you, doesn't it? Honestly, Faust is cute. I would not mind if she was a pet. If she was my pet. I'm glad that she's here. Faust looks very proud of herself. Now that I'm over the shock of finding her, I'm beyond relieved to have her near. In the reflection, Asra looks pretty pleased with himself too. And I'm glad you're here, Asra. No, you're not. His face flushes, and the beast on his knee gives a rumbling snort. I see a willow tree behind you. Are you at the palace? I nod, and launch into telling him everything that's happened since we parted. The more I speak, the more his eyes glimmer with keen interest. Unbelievable. The day that I'll leave was the day you needed me the most. I do not need you, sir. To be honest, I find this situation kind of humorous. You know that one day where you decide to like skip school or you're really sick, so you have to stay home, and then when you go back to school the next day, like the craziest thing happened when you were gone, and like you didn't get to experience that and it sucked? That's kind of what's going on with him. Except the situation didn't suck, and I'm glad that he's not here. And even then, you didn't really need me at all. I didn't need you at all. That's true. That's true. That's true. So get out of my face. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out of my water. You're the reason that the frogs are gay.
I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap.
I'm glad Foster's with you at least. If anything happens to either of you, I'll know. I can live with that. You look tired. Is that an excuse to like leave? But I'm actually curious. I genuinely want to know where he is. He looks across his shoulder at the sparkling, swirling galaxies overhead. His smile is relaxed. Are you in space? What the hell? Are you on acid? Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. I've always pictured Asra as this like hippie. But how come I can see it? How come I can see his acid trip? Like what? A place inside of me. Who would have thought you'd be able to reach me here?
Bueno, es más fácil para mí hablar en español, básicamente gracias a todos los...
That doesn't make no sense. My man.
Asra, stop speaking in riddles, please. You know what? That was a pretty useless question. I already know where you live. I already know where you are. You're in LA. Your magic is inescapable. I think you'll be able to follow me all the way. All the way where? Where are you going? Foss slides across my lap to take sniffing flicks at the water. Foss is opening up to you. It may be time for me to do the same. Yeah. You're literally like my teacher or whatever. I nearly choke.
That's what she said. Or he said.
My face must be a sight because it makes him laugh. High and unrestrained. High. That's what he is right now. He's high. No, really, it's true. I want to start being more honest with you. What's on your mind? Ask me whatever you like. All that I ask is that you start being more honest with me too.
Okay.
I want to eat sushi from your pussy.
I've been honest. I've been honest about everything, okay? Don't act like I'm the one lying. His gentle gaze washes over me, bringing me calm. But I have a few burning questions. Look, I do not care about this. Who is this to you? Who am I to you? I do not care about that. I want to know why he is... I want to know where exactly he's going, what he is doing. I do not care about this. You're literally leaving your business behind. Nadia, we kind of already know who Asra is to Nadia. Asra is Nadia's friend. He used to work for her. So I feel like they would be on good terms with each other. But Julian's like looking for him. I kind of want to know what Asra thinks of that. Well, I know that they're buddies. Maybe even more than buddies because they're both fruity little twinks. But I want to know what Asra thinks of Julian. Because I hate him.
Who is Julian to you?
I've seen the depth of emotion that crosses the doctor's face when he speaks of Asra.
Julian? Ah, yes, he goes by that name too.
Why don't you look at me like that?
Pause!
I knew him by another. He was a friend once, then more, and then something else.
I knew it! I knew you were making little spells in the back room. Okay, so now I know that Julian and Asra are both working together to kill me. Got it.
Who's Julian to me? Who is he to anyone?
To me, he is my next target.
Whoever he needs to be to get what he wants. To think he would come for me after all that. Let's leave it at this. He's a hack physician with a lot to learn. Until he does, nothing good would come of him.
Okay, never mind. So I think what's going on is that they used to be together in a relationship, and then Asra and Julian kind of like drifted apart from each other. And Julian is like, what I've learned from this is that Julian's kind of a manipulator, which I did not have to realize that. I already knew that from the get-go because like the way he spoke and stuff. And like the way he just like switched when we were interviewing him at the Rowdy Raven, the way he just like switched personalities. I found that really sus. I still don't think he killed the Count because I feel like that's way too obvious. He definitely did something horrible. He definitely did something bad that's like triggering all of this. Maybe even Asra too. I think Asra and Julian are like the reason why all this is happening. So that confirms that Julian should not be trusted. With a deep sigh and a shake of his head, Asra clears the heavy mood. He smiles.
Is there, perhaps, something else on your mind?
His His twinkling eyes search mine with wordless depth. Who are you? I can't ask that. Well, I do need a break from him.
It's getting late. Is it? Time is strange here. Go rest, Orpheus. I'll see you again soon. I know you'll find me.
That's creepy. I don't like that. I see Asra reaching toward me, toward the water. Do not reach toward me.
Thank you, Kim. Ooh, Coachella, sunnies.
I have someone else reaching toward you right now. Just wait till she gets there. His touch scatters the image, and he's gone. Foss looks disappointed, curled on the edge of the pool as I rise to my feet.
Come, Foss. I know. We'll see him again soon.
She gives the pool a longing look. Reluctantly, she slides up my arm to rest against me.
Her presence soothes the strange ache in my chest. With a shake of my head, I gather the serpent into my arms and head back inside. Ha ha. Ha ha. Faust is mine now. Faust is my pet. Faust is my pet. Okay, after about a year, I am finally done with the prologue. Now let's read this. Route selection. The next part of your story is about to unfold, but you won't have to make the journey alone. Are you ready to begin?
No.
I'm ready. We are finally done with the prologue, but I cannot leave just yet. I kind of need your help. So you see the characters and you see that gold thing in the center that says books 1 through 5. That was the prologue. That in the center was the prologue. And you can see how it just branches out. So now we have to choose which route we want. I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to do every single route. However, I do not know which one to do first. You can see the little green bar. You see that little green bar next to Asra? I actually took a little sneak peek at Asra's route just to see how everything was laid out. I did not actually really get into the story or anything. So we have Asra, Nadia, Julian, Lucia, Portia, and Muriel. I heard from a friend that Asra's route is best to start with because his route is considered the canon route, and his route is better if you want to understand the story, if you get into the story. The rest of the characters, they're not really side routes, but their side of the story is harder to get into, and I heard that you'll be really confused if you just go to another route straight away. But I am going to let you guys, the viewers, select which route I do. Comment down below which route I should take first. I actually really like this game. It's really fun. I was trying so hard not to play ahead and just skip to the routes and stuff because this is literally so fun. Thank you so much for all your support. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.